reason I see no fear. Currency flow, I'm surfing the waves. Super alpha, omega leading the way. Enigma bot whispering over the night. Making moves and everything's tight. Charts on my canvas, I paint it with trades. Candlesticks dance as the profits cascade. Bears and bulls, they come and they go. But I hold my ground, watch the capital grow. Risk and reward, it's all in the game. ALGO box guidance, no need for fame. Late nights grinding, I stay in the zone. Counting blessings as I claim the throne. On the track now we trading way up. Ticks like we never give up. ALGO box coming, showing the way. Money flowing in from night to day. On the track now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. On the track now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. RSI rising back, fees on point. Enigma bot whispers, I'm on the brink. Scalping quick, I'm catching the highs. Swinging it slow, that's the value flies. ALGO bot flashing numbers align. Leverage high, but I stay in my prime.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is ALGO box, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Oathroop.
The night beckons while you dream. A life never lives in peace. As you stand upon the edge, woven by a single thread, and fate may fall down upon you, while the devil is knocking right at your door. So all you restless, each night you hear the drums roar.
Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Good morning, good morning. Let's get to it. It is Tuesday. We're getting straight to things. The market is opening right now, a few minutes late here for me. So let's get this thing rolling. Arm long, arm short, full auto Enigma on across the boards for all 6 instruments for me. Remember, we bookend the week with Mentorship Monday and full auto Friday. And then during the middle of the week here, I am just kind of getting straight to things here this morning. I've got an Enigma right here off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and go to a half position right here on a 16.7 and a 23.1. Let's see. We've got audio box clacking. Hopefully buyers aren't stepping in too strong right here on this Enigma play here. I'm hearing buyers, unfortunately. So that is not working out well for this one, but let's get to it. First trade here, got a 23.1, also have a 16.7 over on the left, and we are currently sell side, so I'm going to try to hold it out for a 50 tick play there. I saw 30, but now we're pushing back behind it. So here's the stop out on this right here. So now I'm going to do a little risk management here. Unfortunately for trade number 1, there's a super AO to add in on that super AO, and we'll try to pull some. I'm hearing buyers stepping in pretty hard here, but we are still sell side, so there's half right there, and we'll pull the rest here. 580 bucks off of that first one. I'm going to look for a Seuss one more time for a 2 try roll as we come back to it. Pink dot, add to position. Again, going to be pretty quick here on NQ. If you're new, don't trade NQ. Give RTY a try. Respell RTY, and it spells try. There we go. Targets filled. There we go. So this began right here, 23.1. There's the play that we're looking for. We had the strong sell position over here on the left. Also tide and wave. Both red here this morning. So let's bring that over and showcase that. We are in for trade number 1. Here this morning. Trade number 1 out of 5. If you have been with us, I teach you all this stuff in the documentation. At 10 o'clock today, I'll be going through some of those strategies so you can come in and play with us tomorrow. 14 hours left on our summer sale opportunity. The client portal, well, the member portal, coming out any moment now. I'll be working with my team later here today to get that out the door for everyone. Super exciting. We'll show that here around 10 o'clock. So just hang with. You can watch me take these trades here this morning. If you have been through the training, you'll kind of understand what we're playing here. Once you have the tools and the rules, you don't need me. That's the beautiful thing about how we play here. The other thing I had with that confidence there in that play, we also had a 16.7. So high time frame plus a lower time frame at the same time. It's right here at the morning open. Normally we can sit on hands for the first 5 minutes. Just the standard operating procedure. This one was outside of standard there. Beautiful 23.1 coming right at the open. Now, I'm going to be looking for some more plays here. Tide and wave, as I just said a moment ago. How do we know that? Oh, I'm sorry. Tide is up. My apologies. It's tide green. Oh, and the bots just hit their targets as well. Lock in. Bots are up now 1,300 on these moves here this morning. There we go. Locked in for the bots. Bots are done. I am only number 1 trade here so far. Bots finished theirs here already this morning. So full auto off. We locked in with our risk panel here. Remember, this one locks in for me. If you don't know what we're talking about here, please go back to yesterday's video or Friday's Full Auto Friday. Bots have locked in there 1366. I'm gonna right click, always on top. We'll leave that right there for the moment. We've got another super AO coming in here. We're almost at the top of the channel. I'm hearing buyers all the way through this section on the audio box queue. Tide is up, wave is down. So this means that longs and shorts are on this morning. Okay, everybody got that? If you do, type a 1. You're having fun. 2 if you're new, and 3 if you're still just here to troll me. It's all right. It's all right. We'll pray for you. Okay, trade number 1 for me on my discretionary, and the bots have taken a few. Today's date, the 25th. All right, so here's where we're currently sitting here. Bots have taken a few trades, and I've had 1. And let's have some fun. We're looking for trade number 2, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Within 2 winners, I need to be able to put chicken dinner on the table for my family. And I got 4 littles, so got a few mouths to feed around here. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, is that that's a small bear. I'm sorry, small bull. About 150 ticks up. Still hearing clacking all over the tape here. ES is coming to a little spot here. Let's see if we can get a little action. That's a 6.1. I'm going to go ahead and get my short on right here. We'll talk through it here in just a moment.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. NQ on the 7.
Seuss. And for good for a 50 tick bag here. Add it on the dot. There's 38. And a headshot, add to position. Headshot, switch dot. Again, looking for approximately that 50 ticks from the move.
NQ on the 38.
We have the nerd with us, yes. We have the red arrow with us, yes.
Delta shift NQ on the 5.
Check and check. 2-step checks there. There's 35, and there's my 50. Targets filled. All right, 2 trades. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And I'm done there for the morning. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We'll hang out a little bit more and we'll talk it through. Trade number 1 and trade number 2 out of our 5 lives, kind of playing this like a Mario video game, keeping things easy. Oh, we got a 19.2 coming in here. There she goes. There she goes. There she goes. 100 ticks. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Good spot. Good patience. Waiting for that to set up. We had the +1 right there. If you have studied with us before, we got the 3 and then we went up 1, right? There's our 5s and then it went 6. Boom. 4, 5, 6. Bang. All right. Pretty easy plays here this morning so far. Again, it's fast on NQ. So again, if you are new, don't trade NQ. Give RTY a try. Much slower instrument here. Here is, again, we traded the RTY there this morning with the bots. The bots are running across 6 instruments: NASDAQ, ES, RTY, Dow, plus crude oil and gold. That's our nerd +2. Nerd, if I say nerd around here, I'm not referring to me because obviously I'm a nerd, but you don't need to state the obvious. So the nerd, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow, the not so obvious component of what we do here. We have our MACV Ultimate over here telling me how to get my higher time frame filters with the instrument correlations. And then we also have our higher time frame correlations as well. All right, I'm looking for a bonus now. I also want to check in on the news feed. So kind of came through so quick there this morning because I was a little bit late coming in right at the open here this morning. Again, we talk a little bit more on our mentorship Mondays. Mondays are more specifically designed for our teachings and training. So is Friday. We want to book in the week with lots of training education around what we do here. At the same time, we have this all laid out for you in the boot camp. If you go through the 8-day boot camp, which is actually just 8 videos now, so you can go and watch those. You can finish them in a weekend. Kind of up to you. We tell you in video number 1 how to get everything set up for yourself, and then we start into the fundamentals. What are all these little things that are coming up on the charts? And then I show you how to put them together into strategies. And I'll just kind of lay it out here for you. We simplify it. It is actually quite easy. We start with what sides are on this morning, on or off, the tide and the wave. We had that locked in from our highest time frame, so both sides were available to trade there this morning. Then after we've got those, what's on? Can I take shorts? Can I take longs? Yes. So now I look right here. That's it. Now, this is my primary bias. I need to take plays in the direction of the nerd for my best plays, for ones that are going to have more than just target 1. Target 1 and target 2 if I've got my play with the nerd. Target 1 only scalping if it's against the nerd. And I'm looking for the nerd plus the arrow, and the arrow is right here on this chart right here. Pretty easy stuff, yeah? And then as far as the play setups, they could be as easy as, you want to be an Enigma player, you could actually clear your entire charts and just have Enigmas if you really wanted to, although I don't recommend that. I think you should have more stuff on there and work things in Confluence, but we have had people that are just, adamant about, hey, just give me one thing on the chart. And you can do that. You could take everything else off and just leave your Enigma on there. You probably do yourself a favor if you leave the Flowmaster crosses and the AO crosses if you're going to be an Enigma player. Also, if you're going into war, though, I don't think that you should go in with just one weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like, go in with multiple layers for your game, right? You might need some close range stuff. You might need some medium range stuff. You might need some long range stuff. So we give you tools that have kind of all that in the pocket. Does that make sense? Got your pistola on your hip and all that in between. We did not get through our checklist here this morning before we kind of went through things. We did this on Mentorship Monday. There's our checklist. If you type !checklist in our Discord, remember our Discord is currently free. Get in there while it's free, okay? Otherwise, it's a lockout after that, okay? You'll be grandfathered in when the member portal comes out, so get in there today, last chance, okay? Checklist there in the chat. By the way, this isn't some like, must be some launch event coming into the thing. We've been around here 10 years. We've been 10 years public. Everything has been free. Our port tech support teams are just overrun with all the free trials. Lots of tire kickers, so we're gonna put a little price point on that to make sure that people aren't doing multiple 2-week free trials plus internal to a member portal. We're gonna have to slow down the front door, if you know what I'm saying. See, there's a headshot. I'm gonna go ahead and smack here on this headshot, power headshot. Might be my little bonus here, and it was 35-ish. I'm gonna add one more here. Let's see. We're coming into king timing. I'm concerned about this launching here. If they come slow and then they start to branch, there we go. Hold to the opposing signal, and we'll make it 7,200 for the morning. Power headshot short. Can everybody do me a favor? Type these 3 words: power headshot short. All right, type it there in the chat. That might be my favorite play here this morning, because it probably was, because it was just the easiest. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than just a power headshot straight down, hold to the opposing signal, and exit. Super exciting play right there to end for my bonus. Super power headshot short. Oh, not super. Did I type super? Sorry, there was no super. How would it have been super? What do I need if it was going to be super? Super, I would have also had to have a ready DD nearby, right? The ready DD was way back here. I'm not going to count that as a super, because it would need to be within 10 or 15 bars of the headshot to be super, right? We were talking about stacking confluences. If you don't know what I'm talking about right now, just need to go through the 8-day boot camp and you'll be able to speak the vernacular. It's not that hard. We try to keep it easy. I actually designed this so that my children could trade. And you know, my 4-year-old daughter at that time, she's now 14. It's pretty wild to think about. I'm getting old. But yeah, my 14-year-old can now probably trade better than me. She can play better at Fortnite than I can. And but hey, I'm holding my own Fortnite. Hold on, let's check the leaderboards over there on Fortnite. I am ranked number 2 in the world now, probably because of my mouse cheat that I have. Again, if you have my mouse, you have a cheat for a lot of things. Yeah, there it is. Official Toy Box leaderboard. And there's me, number 2 in the world. Out of 20,000 players. That's the mouse. Okay, and a little bit of dedication, but I have told you guys before, approaching the markets like a video game. You do not have to be a pro gamer to do this stuff. I am giving you simplified ways to execute, and with the keyboard and the mouse, hotkeys on the left, mouse on the right. The mouse that we use is a G300S. I would recommend if you can get your hands on one. They don't make them like they used to, and this one is it has an advantage, and not many people. Well, I don't say not many people. I have no idea how many G300Ss that Logitech sold, but the G300S has a narrow bevel base that gives you surgical control of your mouse, and the placement of the buttons on the top gives your most dexterous fingers access to switching, or in our case here, needing to draw things. Like if I'm in a quick draw, boom boom, I can draw whatever I need for those zones. I can pop measurements, easy stuff like that. In fact, let's measure something over here. Power headshot short there. Bing, bing. 122 ticks. FTW for the win. That right there. Makes a nice, beautiful headshot. Screenshot there, yeah. Okay. Super AO, got a green dot back behind it. Currently, Nerd is still red. Nerd red, but green arrow. Wait for the arrow. Right now, the arrow is green. Wait for her to go red before you're looking for a T2 scenario. There's a Super AO, and there's the red. Okay, we can take this right here. I'm going to be looking to enter. Waiting for them, the buyers, to get off the tape here. Take a little slap right there. Buyers are starting to step. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab a quick bag on that one because they are starting to step in. I'll look for another re-entry. I want to hear seller. If I hear sellers, I'm hopping. There's an HMD. I'm hearing buyers though. Listening. Listening for the sellers. Are they going to show up? We've got the play.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Bull touch hot.
She went without me. Okay. Yeah, beautiful play right there. But again, when I'm on my bonus area here, I want to be extra cautious because I need to make sure I keep what I've got, right? Let me get that checklist off the screen here.
NQ on the 7.
Pretty easy stuff. Pretty easy stuff there. Winner, winner, chicken dinner plus a bonus here to round out the morning. And the bots did 1,376 here. Let's pull the numbers over a little. I just built a little hill there this morning. Pretty easy morning there. Pretty smooth. A little smooth equity curve there. All the way up to 9K on the day there this morning. Can we get to 10? Do you guys think I should stay around to get 10K? If you guys will type 10K in the chat here for me and smash the like button. We'll think about hanging out a little bit longer here this morning because my work is done. Yes? Let's pop out the chat there. And remember, my job is to make your trading life easier, right? And by easier, I mean trading is hard, right? Trading is hard itself. But what do we want to do? We want to give ourselves something that we can do with consistency, right? Here to learn. Awesome, John. Great to see you. Let me pop this chat here on screen as well. Thank you for saying hello. And let's get our super chat updated. Is that to drop down? There we go. John here to learn. Awesome. 10K. Ninja Scalp. What's up, buddy?
NQ on the 9.
Santaneco. 10K. That's right. Let's go. Oh, wow. Another beautiful super AO popped right there. So super power AO right there. Super power AO right there. Why do we say power? Because these turned pink. These are hot pink. Okay. They're hot pink. It's a new number. Notice the difference between our 4-9, which is a red, pink, hot pink. It's going to be even hotter. It's a big deal. Right. So we talked to you guys about the color codings there, and you can make adjustments to the colors, take your pick of what their colors are and things of that sort. But we color code things. We try to keep them consistent for everyone so that there's no guesswork. We're trying to remove as much guesswork as possible out of your trading. And mine too, quite frankly. I mean, it is. I built this for me and something that could simplify my job every day. And also, again, for me, I was thinking about my kids when I was like, okay, I need it to be as simple. If I can make it so that a third grader can do it, then we're good. Now, at the time, she wasn't a third grader. She was only 4, 10 years ago when we went public on this. And, you know, years before that. But it really, I still remember the moment it kind of really kicked in. It's like, she's running into my office and it's like, all right, how do I get it so that she could do this and like really just keep her in my mind as I'm making things on the chart. And with her in mind, then we get this design, right? And it's no child's play here. We're coming out here taking on the big boys, right?
Divergence down NQ on the 9. Bull touch hot. Bull touch hot.
So reminder in 10 minutes time, we're expecting the USCB consumer confidence forecast 90 spot 2, prior 90 spot 8, the range of 92 spot 9 to 88. Also expecting US new home sales and units forecast 0 spot 62 million, prior 0 spot 628 million. Richmond Fed Composite Index forecast 7, prior 5, and US new home sales change month on month forecast minus 1.4%, prior 1.6%.
All right, so that was our news reminder there. In 10 minutes, got consumer sentiment numbers going to be coming out there at 10 a.m. will probably give a jolt to the markets here. That was a 140 tick drop off of that spot right there. We got the mega late Nate plus divergence at the top of the bowl there for a big drop. Now it's more than 140. Now we're pushing all the way down to the blue dot, 200
Harmonic NQ on the 5. NQ on the 7.
plus ticks right there down to the blue dot. Don't forget, blue dots call bottoms all the time. We say that here all the time. Be careful of a blue dot. Don't trade against it. Okay, for the moment, they almost always bounce off a blue dot. Be very careful. The color codings there are there for your reasoning, right? For your good. Yes. Yeah, and I want to color code these things, make it simple enough that a child could use it. So if a child can use it, I think you could too. That's my philosophy too. Yeah. And I need to be able to come in here on good days, bad days, and just sit down and go, what's my standard operating procedure, right? Doesn't matter what's going on in life. You got to come to the desk, got to come and think it through if you're going to do this for a living. And I assume most people that are coming into this arena should probably be thinking of it as that, right? You want to replace your income to start, then you want to double your income second, and then you want to go beyond that at that point to change your entire family's trajectory, right? And to no longer have the JOB. What's a JOB? Job. Just over broke. Yes. You come here for the financial freedom of your time because you need a dime to be able to have your time. Yes. Love you some blue dots, Pete. Yes. Pete can teach the class. We had a really cool session on Saturday. So Saturdays are for market replay. If you are you're kind of get things, you need your practice. I mean, every day can be practice, but really you should kind of focus, especially if you're brand new. Doesn't matter if you're like working your full-time job during the week or whatever. If you're going to be getting into this, weekends are for market replay. Okay, market replay is going to be where you really hone your skills. You do the 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4 5 5 5 method, where we take that play 5 times, right? Then go to the next one. Take that play 5 times. Go to the next one. You do that. Just again, it doesn't take that many repetitions, but repetition is what locks it in. Okay. Definitely simple. Just a lot to take in and keep up with in the beginning. Yes. You know what? That is a perfect way to say that, John. Thank you for dropping that note. Listen to what John just said right here. He said, let me see if I can make this a little bigger. It is definitely simple. It's just a lot to take in and keep up with in the beginning. But you know what's interesting is after you have that locked in, after the beginning stuff there, it's the same, right? You guys are probably, people have been around long enough here. You're probably tired of hearing me repeat myself to say the same things over and over again. Yes, but I do that on purpose so that it gets locked in. Okay, it is a purposeful thing. And at the same time, it is repetition to me. Trading does become boring. This is a 2D game. It's not near as fun as Fortnite or Battlefield that we play in the 3D space, 3D games. This is a 2D, like playing Frogger, right? Frogger from Atari. Anybody old enough, as old as me, where you remember Atari 2600 or the, oh shoot, wow, I just went blank on it. The other one is 7800. Hold on, there's 2600 and was it 7800? Sorry, 2600 and yeah, 7800. Okay, I was right. And the game cartridges, we had a 2600. My dad, we had the one with the wood grain finish. Anybody know what I'm talking about? When I was a kid, I still remember when my dad pulled that out of his little area and was like, "Son, today we're gonna play some games." He like pulls this thing out. I'm like, "What is that?" Or it looks like a space shuttle control center here. Like hands me a little joystick and like, "Yeah, we're gonna play some Atari. We're gonna play some Pac-Man. We're gonna play some Centipede." And I'm like, "Oh, that sounds cool. Let's go." But then Frogger, this game particularly reminds me of Frogger. Let's listen to our news here real quick.
Prior 0.628 million. US new home sales change month on month. Forecast minus 1.4%. Prior 1.6%. And Richmond Fed Composite Index forecast 7. Prior 5.
All right, so we've got news coming out here in 5 minutes. That's our news anchor. They're telling us about the news. I'm going to hit Control R here because as we come up to news, what does news do? News shifts everything. So I clear my screen for my entry chart down here, and I'm ready to kind of get up if we need to draw any new areas or zones, etc. At the same time, remember, our system does that for me. I don't need to draw up sections or whatnot because my system is continuously calculating where those harmonic layers are going to land, number one. Number two, when and where the big money hits the tape. And it's just going to put it right there on my chart for me. So I get the power of very powerful structures plus order flow, RTOFA, real-time order flow analysis events that are actionable items on the tape that put it right there on my chart with my buttons right here and my left hand on my hotkey and my right hand on my mouse, and we're ready to go. I like to kind of split my brain sometimes if I'm going to be doing both sides of the market like we have this morning. Right now, what do we have? We have tide. Oh, no, we have a shift, y'all. Everything is long side. Everything is longs. Type in the chat, all long. Type 2 words, all long, in the chat. The wave has shifted. Look, we are green on both sides, okay? This morning, it was tide up, wave down. There has already been a shift here this morning. We got news coming out. Right now, and I'm going to watch this channel. I mean, it's not a super tilt up and it's super wide, okay? So remember, this is auto done for us. I don't have to do this. This is automatically. If you'll watch this closely, it kind of auto ticks for us for that direction, right? We have one on this channel. See how it's kind of auto tipping and changing its angle, right? That's its job, to tell us where that regression channel is at all times and color code it for us based on the angle, right? That's coded for us, right? Now, Santanego, you know what I'm talking about. You're dating yourself. Yeah, I know, right? I'm 46, you know what I'm saying? So we got a few decades on everybody here, but all long right now, right? Why? Tide and wave, both green. So this is my on-off switch for my if-then-else statement. As a quant coder, I saw somebody saying that are you in school? You said you're in school for quantum trading degree. Awesome, LX. Oh, sorry, Alex Diary. Awesome. Welcome aboard. So yeah, quant. You're writing if-then-else statements, okay? Like, that's what we're doing, okay? Write the if-then-else statement. If-then-else. So right now, we are tide wave. Check. Shorts are really off the table right now, okay? I'm hearing sellers, though, coming in on the tape. And the angle and the width of this could be a shift. And when can they shift? When is the most likely for a big shift? During a news event. And what do we have coming up in just a moment? A news event, yes? All right, how much time? We have 1 minute, 20 seconds, okay? Now, I like to sit on hands 2 minutes before and 3 minutes after a news event. So that's happening right now. We're within 2 minutes, hands off the triggers in general, okay? I don't want to be into a trade 2 minutes before. Like, before that, maybe, because there might be time for a play to set out, depending on the speed. What speed do we have right now? We have great speed. That's coded for us as well, right? In our, psychology module. Psychology module is doing all the work here for us on our speed and whether psychologically we're going to have easy plays or not. Now we've just slowed down a little bit. Now it's valid speed, yes? We also have too slow or too fast. And remember, with the psychology module, I can actually click 2 buttons right here that will color my background for me with a background color. If this background turns red, then we are in a space where the speed is not right, okay? It's either too fast or too slow if I turn these 2 buttons on, okay? B, O, and T. If I turn the T off, see how the text goes away down here? If I click the T on, now it tells me the speed. If I click on O for overlay, B for background, bot, get it? BOT, background, overlay, text.
10 seconds.
Here we go, 10 seconds. Be careful. I hope you're not in any plays right now. Hands off. If you need to click something, do me a favor. Please click that like button if you're hanging out here with me this morning.
89 spot 4, 89 spot 4, lower than forecast, and 90 spot 2. US new home sales units 0 spot 607 million, 0 spot 607 million, higher than the forecast, 0 spot 62 million. US new home sales change month on month minus 10 spot 5%, minus 10 spot 5%, lower than forecast, and minus 1 spot 4%. And Richmond Fed Composite Index 4 lower than forecast.
Brian, your dad had the wood grain Atari also.
Seen prior revised here.
Yeah, so finishing that out there while he's going to give us the news there while he's chatting. Frogger is like you're trying to get your little frog across the area. You've got to cross the street. Don't get run over by cars and stuff and trucks and vans and all that are going side by side. You're trying to get your little frog across And then you get a little middle area, you kind of get a pause. You're like, oh, whew. A little safety zone. You can go back and forth in a little safety zone. And then you have to get the rest. You have to get to the other side of the screen. And this part is water. So the first part is like crossing a street. Second part, you got to cross the water, right? And you have to hop on logs to get across the water. But sometimes a alligator that looks like a log is passing by, and you jump on the alligator, and you're a goner, right? So, and they're like crisscrossing, going like this. So that was the Frogger game. So I feel like we're kind of playing Frogger. We're trying to get across to the finish line. We're trying to get to our money bags and our bonus without getting ate by the alligators and all the other things that are kind of swish-swashing, you know, and it's a 2D game. So that's why I consider this, like if I'm trying to relate this to a video game, is we're trying to cross to get to the other side, get to our goal, and it's a little bit like Frogger. Okay, so see how the background color has changed, and now I got a big X right there, and it's telling me in the text here, too fast. And again, you don't have to have this option on. You could turn it off, so I can specifically turn it off, or I can have it automatically control. When I have this on the screen, like I see that red in my face, I don't have to look at it. I don't have to be tempted to take any plays until it clears. Oh, there we go. We just got a clearing here. So now I can look for a play. But what's my other thing right now? I need to wait 3 minutes after the news. Okay, the news just came out here. We're 2 minutes past. We need to wait for 1 more minute. So grab your coffee, have a little sip of coffee, hit that like button for me again. And we'll wait. We'll wait a minute here, and then we'll see if we got some more plays here.
Part of the Fed's mandate.
NQ on the 7. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 38.
Fed Collins says labour market consistent with full employment and the economy is growing at a near trend pace.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7.
Okay, there's our 3 minute mark.
Divergence up NQ on the 9. Delta NQ on the 5.
So we're past that danger zone of time there in our news area.
Double Delta NQ on the 9.
Alex says they're all about to get trapped. Which side? Which side do you think is going to be the trap? You think it's going to be, you think we got a bear trap setting up here?
No talks or discussions are currently underway or scheduled with Iran.
What is your personal feeling there, Alex? Who's getting trapped? Which side? Oh, you're saying buyers got trapped. Ah, yeah. So they did have the run up there, and then now we've shifted. Yes, look. Okay, so now what's on?
And labor demand in balance.
We have red now. Yes. Okay, so wave back to the red. So are shorts on as well? Yes. Shorts on, longs on. Let's look for plays, right? It's that simple in our strategy, in our system.
And effectively, the
Right.
right. is open and the mines have been removed.
Yeah, and remember, NQ is very fast. If you're new, don't trade NQ. You're having a, like, you need to learn the vernacular and trade something that's a little bit slower. So give RTY a try, right? This one's not nearly as violent, not nearly moving as fast, but also related to what we're doing with the nerd. So any of the nerd you can really trade. I don't recommend trading two of them. Number one, the slowest one, ES. I don't recommend trading ES directly. Use it as a bellwether directive. Secondarily, NQ, probably too fast for you if you're new. Unless you're trading in the afternoon. If you're trading the afternoon, NQ might be the right speed for a little bit slower afternoon sessions. And if you're kind of going along with us and you're wondering how you would trade other sessions, again, our system is designed to trade in any session you want. If you come over here into our Discord but you want to become familiar with a few commands here, but one of them, exclamation mark, sessions.
Inflation is durably returning to 2%.
If I type exclamation mark sessions in the chat, we're going to get this nice little graphic popped up here. Let me move our Enigma bot there with gold out of the way here while we kind of show a few of these items here. So the trading sessions, if you you'll learn the different sections of the day as you're going through our training program if you do decide to go through it there. And each section has its own type of personality that you want a standard operating procedure around each set of sessions here. If you're trading the Asian session or if you're trading the afternoon session. Now this isn't showing the Asian session. This is the intraday time frame here. Eastern Standard Time. Everything we do here is in Eastern Standard Time so that everybody's on the same page. Okay, we don't like, well, what about my time frame? Or again, everything here is Eastern, so just set your clock for your PC to kind of play in the New York time, to play in the Eastern Standard Time. And even myself, look, I'm in Texas. I don't live in that time zone. Doesn't matter. Everyone here does the same, and that's why we have such amazing results from our members. Type exclamation sessions 2. This will be the Asian sessions as well. Okay, sessions 2. So this is your this is the after hours area. Whoops, I just clicked the wrong one. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, I didn't type it right. Sessions 2, the number 2. I was like, that's the same image. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Current monetary policy.
So now we have the overnight session for the US, and this is going to include our Asian session and the events that we're looking for during that time window, and the European session here, how you execute. Again, same strategies, by the way. One thing that does kind of happen in the overnight, you want to refresh your AOs. What do I mean? There's a video we have on how to tune your AOs. If you type exclamation mark AO, that sounds for Alpha Omega. Okay, how to tune your Alpha Omega settings. Okay, right here. You play this video, you'll learn how to do that. Very simple, because in the after hours, you want to lower the number than what you have during the daytime. It's the only minor thing that you need to change with our system. There's only really 2 things we change that you have to do. The rest of our system is automated to do all that for you. But this one, you need to use your own personal discretion around this. So you'll learn what I mean, how to kind of think through that and get your fine-tuned settings, especially if you're going to the Asian session versus the intraday session. But tuning your AOs, you're basically looking for the number that is currently pivoting, and that's our favorite number, right? You want to look for that number on the tape, and when it does, you might want to take a play. Just put your stop behind the dot box or cross. In this case, these are AO crosses, so put your stop behind the cross. Take your plays, look for T1 or T2, depending on if you're with the nerd or against the nerd. I know I'm spitting out a lot here to you, but you're going to get this. It'll be off you'll just roll off your tongue like mine as you go through this, and you hear me say it over and over again with our live streams, etc. Okay. So fine tune your AOs. If you're trading the Asian session, for sure, it's like a requirement. During the daytime, if you're just playing the same one all the time, by the way, you probably don't have to do that very often. Set it once, and you kind of stay on it. That simple. Okay. If you'd like to get some questions answered and you don't like to talk to people, if you don't want to ask in the public chat, you can use our own ALGObox GPT. So our ALGObox GPT is trained on all of our teachings and trainings and live stream data and our entire documentation suite. So you want to bookmark the ALGObox GPT and ask your questions. Right? You can, we've got some, if you expand that out there, you've got several that you want to ask, or again, ask your own question, and you know how GPTs do, right? How many of you guys are using GPT? Tell me, type in the chat here, your favorite AI. Which one is your favorite AI to use? You know, my new one, I'll tell you my own personally. My new favorite is OpenArt. OpenArt is so cool. Hey, so along with typing in your favorite AI to use and talk to, tell me if you have used OpenArt. So like use the word, type OpenArt, and then tell me whether you've used it or you haven't. It is cool. I mean, from a graphics side and being able to create your own video content stuff, and I'm not saying like your own, but I'm like, literally, if you want to tell a story or you want to create something, bring something to life, it is wild what you can do with OpenArt. If you haven't tried that one out, I would definitely recommend it. You'll have some fun with it. Also, there's some cool opportunities to work with us. If you would like to affiliate with us and showcase our stuff, it's pretty easy to generate videos these days. And you don't really have to do videos, quite frankly. You don't have to generate video content or anything. You can
7.
You can just do tweet to tweet sales. I tell people all the time, like if you want to just go tell people on Twitter about our stuff, you'll say, hey, you got a really cool strategy there. Hey, have you ever used ALGO box before? They're like, what's that?
Enigma long on the G.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want your opinion on it. People love to give their opinion. Like ask them for their opinion on it and tell them to go, hey, you should go try a 2-week free trial. Here's a link. Oh, cool. Thanks. And we have a 365-day tracking cookie for you if you are wanting to become an affiliate. We are ramping up that affiliate program for you guys. Let me show you guys a couple things here. If you are getting started learning with us, I'm looking for my window that I have one all sized appropriately.
Fed Collins says maintaining the current policy rate will require continued evidence that inflation is falling.
Enigma long on the NQ9.
I'm going to just search for it real quick here.
According to a CBS report on X, CIA Director John Ratcliffe travelled to Russia.
2-finger NQ on the 38.
And Feds Collins remains partially concerned about inflation. Collins says labour market is broadly balanced but with risks.
Enigma long on the NQ4. Enigma long on the GC2.
Oh, if you want to get to our GPT, if you type !GPT in the chat, or it's under resources on our website. But where is there's some new little graphics in here. Thought that would pop up here. Well, oh, here we go. It's on the 23rd. So, yeah, if you want to join our affiliate program there, again, you do not have to have a following and whatnot. It's so easy to just share a link with someone, you know, and even if you were to just share with one a day, some pretty big numbers. We walked through it yesterday. If you went to you were in our live stream yesterday, I showed you guys a little app that's coming out there on the affiliate portal area where you'll be able to calculate how much you can make passively by just putting out, you don't put out your own tweet just to your own like empty audience, but engaging with one trader a day on Twitter, how much you can potentially make there, just sending people to a 2-week free trial. And yeah, fund your own account, you know, side hustle, whatever. Pretty cool opportunity if you like what we do here. And again, you don't have to do the teaching and training. You don't have to do any of that kind of stuff. You can just point them to us and say, hey, you've seen this wild, crazy guy on YouTube, Vinny Emini, crazy quant guy. Be like, go check him out. It's that easy. I just called from a business and personal, worth the money. Awesome, Tom. You like the Claude? I see some Claude. I see some Claude Premium. Don't really use them. Use ChatGPT. I went all pro on ChatGPT. I'm a GPT Pro guy myself. Question: how do you decide when to click on the tide wave visualizer? It just seems to cycle colors every time I click it. Yeah, so that's all talked about in the training area, and there is a fully automated version of that that'll be in that next release version. But now, if you want to have your own, normally that doesn't change that much. However, right now NQ is wild. So normally that's part of our checklist in the morning. We just go lock in the tide and wave. Yes, you click them, you cycle it to what side it's going to be on right now. You are doing a check on that. So we're looking to go, what's my tide? Is it green? Okay. What is the wave? Red. Boom. Lock it in. Usually you lock that in for your session and you don't have to touch it again. That's the idea. Yeah, I want you to take some steps to trigger it in your mind, because people are like, why doesn't it automate to begin with? I actually do. I do that on purpose. I want you, for me, I want to make sure I have, for me, the trader, I have locked it in. It's sort of this check, right? These are checklists in the morning, or it's like your pilot's checklist. I'm like, are we longs today? Check. Are we shorts today? Check. Or no check, right? And like earlier when it went green and green, I was like, y'all, all longs. And mind you, this is why I say don't trade in Q. If you're new, don't trade in Q, because This amount of shift here this morning, that's not normal. We are in some really abnormal, super high volatility markets, especially right now. And NQ is just going to exacerbate that for new traders, in my opinion. So I think you should start with RTY. And we actually have plenty of sessions where I have shown you guys trading other instruments on our automated YouTube channel. If you go to ALGO Automated, that is it's a separate YouTube channel. I've got to show you that. You know, it sounds complicated. You don't have to do this, but if you're the geek at heart and you want to go check out our other YouTube channel where we have done other instruments and done like literally, you know, all day 6 to, I think some of them might have been 8-hour live streams for entire days. It's been a while since we did kind of the super long ones. You know, not that we don't have to. It's just, yeah, I got 4 kids and elderly parents and things of sorts. It's just a personal thing. I would love to find some other traders. I tried to hire Joseph James to do it, and I don't know, man. People are weird, man. Like, people will tell you they'll do stuff, and it's just, I don't know, man. We're in a new age where your word means nothing these days. It's really sad. But yeah, you send somebody 125K and then they don't do anything. It's really weird. So just straight fraud. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Ian Court Breskies. Bad juju, man. Bad juju. Anyways, some people like driving Uber. Okay. Now here she comes. Okay. Poof. What do you need? Oh, sorry. It was inside humor. Let's see. But yeah, we'd love to have some people kind of, you know, cover and have some ALGO live streams all day. So if that's something that if it's in your wheelhouse, if you would like to, you think, hey, you know what, I could come on here and banter on a live stream. Again, you don't really have to trade in front of people because quite frankly, it's hard. It's hard to do what I do here. You really need to put your thinking cap on if you're going to be trading specifically. Now in the after hours, everything's super slow. So you're really just kind of like keep up the banter, answer people's questions, point them to documentation areas. But if you want to help us out, and that might be something you might want to do, if you'd like to come and chat with me about it, it would be kind of we would need like an audition style thing. So set up your room and your office, your camera, your lighting, how you would run your live stream. And if you want to send me a quick clip on that, it needs to be at least 3 minutes, but preferably 5 or 10 minutes of you just kind of sitting down at your desk and going like, here's how I would talk through, you know, stuff going on with ALGO. Kind of need a routine. You've seen me do it. Go through the checklist to start, maybe show the cheat sheet on the screen. You know, it's pretty easy to set up scenes in OBS, but if that sounds like something you might want to do, we do have that opportunity coming up. So if you are interested in doing something like that, so I just click on a little button on OBS. There's our cheat sheets. So you can show people, hey, here's the types of strategy entries that we're looking for right here. So if you're seeing me take these live on stream, or you've seen Vinny, you can talk about me. You don't have to do it. You can also just talk about me doing it, kind of thing, or walking through my trades as an option. You know, there's all kinds of cool things. I'm happy to spitball ideas with you if that's something you want to do with the crew there. But ALGO is going to be a household name here within a year. We will be competing with all the big guys. It's time. This is our 10th year anniversary. We have been out there 10 years. It's crazy. 2016 launch into the arena there, and we've been here. And again, I refuse to shake hands with the people in this industry. You know, the ones. There's a Bible passage I've got hung up on my wall over here. It says, have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. And it's right there. I don't know if you guys... yeah, it's right above that lamp right over there. One of the passages on my walls here at the house. Yeah. How's it going? Have Eddie or Don do it. Hey, I'm happy to have volunteers. You know, Eddie got married last year. That was exciting. Congratulations to him. Or was it early this year? Sorry, I think it might have been like January. It was either the start of this year or late last year when and he's just a steady Eddie, man, going in there and just crushing it with the markets. It's really, really awesome to watch him do that. But yeah, we're looking for folks who might want to carry on the torch. And you guys have seen seeing the guys now. Again, it's not gonna. I can't pull a Mike Schwartz. He's got a different engine going. Mike Schwartz can sit in his seat all day and all night and in all afternoon. I don't know how he does it. But no, he's a nice guy. At some point he was with us, and then somewhere in there, you know, ego shows up, and I just needed an email. We were in the middle of legal proceedings against people who had threatened my family. I asked for an email, and he's like, "I'm not giving you an email. Why? Privacy. It's a legal pursuit. These guys are threatening my family. I need the email." Anyway, over you know, things can get heated very quickly in life. Everybody's got their isms. I have mine too. If somebody has threatened my family, like, I take it very seriously. And yeah, I didn't take too kindly to that. And then unfortunately, Mike kind of also lost his cool, and he went and deleted all my videos that he had created over time. It's really sad. So anyway, but hey, I want good things for him. The Bible teaches us to love our enemies. That's probably one of the hardest things to do. So anyhow, love the Mike Schwartz and his crew over there. I continue to post out his videos all the time, so he won't do it to me. It doesn't matter. It's not our job to hold them responsible for what they do. We just do the right thing on our side. Yeah. Let's see, which indicator draws arrows? You change the colors, thanks. So that is going to be in the Mac V Ultimate. And you can also change the sizes of those. I'm sorry, not Mac V Ultimate. Mac V Ultimate is this one, sorry. This is the Mac V. So if you go into indicators, right click indicators, and that's going to be this one right here, the Mac V filter entry system, right there.
2-finger NQ on the 38.
Got it?
2-finger NQ on the 38.
Yeah, and you can change all the colors there. I've seen a lot of cool colorings there. Again, I try to tell people, like, don't go too far off the rails. Like, you don't want to. I mean, who knows? Like, I guess you can customize it how it is. I am looking out for the good of the crew, and if you're posting screenshots and images of things in the chat, at least it needs to be clear for everybody, right? We all there's a community of people using the same tools, the same rules, and like looking at play setups that show up on the tape, and everybody can learn from everybody who has the same set of criteria that we're looking for, right? You're welcome, no problem.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Yeah, and Don James, he is man, he's a busy dude. He's got I have tried to hire him several times, but once you're trading, here's the crazy thing. Once you're making so much money in trading, it's hard to like get yourself to do other things. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, if it's you and you want to you know, come and talk, answer questions, all that kind of fun stuff, that opportunity is there. It'll be easier once we have the client portal here any moment now, our member portal. I keep calling it client portal. It's been stuck in my mind for forever. I'm old school. But our nice member portal there for trial members, premium members, all that fun stuff is going to be very, very cool. See if we can get a screenshot from some of that.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega NQ on the 7.
Sorry, I was looking for a couple of picks here. We've been showing these the last couple of weeks, showing you guys what's around the corner on the horizon here. This beauty right here. Be able to log in your dashboard, be right there for going through the 8-day bootcamp, or if you're watching through training videos, depending if you're in the VIP vault or if you are in the trial area. If you're a trial member, you'll get your VIP offer during your 2-week free trial. You'll have the best opportunity to get into our training program there, or join us with Lifetime or on a lease to own, or actually I think the lease to own will be going away. So that's another thing. If you are wanting the lease to own option, you probably need to get it now. All this stuff will change. You're in a better spot right now, in my opinion, to hop in it with the offer that's there on that summer sale thing there. So that's going to go up $50 here in just a couple days per month on the lease to own. So again, over time, over 18 months, it stacks up. So you might want to hop in now. The trade tracker, trade visualizer, the daily tracker, MacV Ultimate, all be inside here for you. Hop over to Discord, all your installations, anything that you need, ask GPT questions, today's lesson, things of this sort. Over here on the right, it will be different for a member versus a trial member. Up here, there'll be a nice little thing. If the room is, if I am live streaming, there'll be notifications up here for, hey, Vinny's live. You go click right there, go into the live. This will not be public on YouTube anymore, so it will be inside the client portal, but this same experience that you have right here with us will be inside of our client portal here when that releases. And if you are with us before it launches, you're in for a pretty good price there. So you might want to get with it. No pressure, just letting you know what's coming. So welcome aboard. Great to see all you new folks. Also internally there, we've got all those tools that are movable. You'll be able to kind of move those around how you want. Things of that sort. Here's a nice example there where you'll be able to use your tide wave visualizer. And of course, we'll also have the automated version there, but I do think it's a tactile thing for you to go through your checklist in the morning. Like, okay, let me check my tide and wave. Okay, tide, check, tide, check. It like locks it into your brain. There's some things that I don't want to fully automate, especially when I'm going to be the discretionary cyborg trader with the best of human and machine working on my charts. I think that little step to check the tide and wave, even though I'll automate it, I will still go over there. And for me, I'm going to be continuously going through that checklist there in the morning. It is just part of a pilot's checklist. I've done it for forever, and I will probably just stick to that forever. You know what I'm saying? It's just a thing. However, you can be moving that around. And of course, your trade tracker, you'll also be able to, you can stack those together, or you can move them around if you like somewhere in your dashboard area. Going to be very, very cool, in my opinion. I'm very excited. I want to buy a prop that's affiliated with ALGO only. Yeah, I should have mentioned that when we started out, and I was a little late there this morning. I still think that Apex is the cheapest way to get started in trader funding programs, and you don't have to worry about payout with them. They are the largest, and so they've got the money and the bandwidth to pay people, so there's no issues there with that. Some of these places you might be concerned with, do they got the bankroll to pay you? Unfortunately, this is this weird, land of the trader funding prop firm space that trust in that area is a factor. If you have heard the nightmare stories of some of these places, the pump and dumps that have arrived and disappeared. So make sure you are with a big one. We are suggesting a couple of them, although top one again for me, I still think I'm just a straight shooter with what would it be if it were me, or I'm telling my kids what they would do, and I would go with Apex. Just starting out, Apex evaluations, you can't beat the price. It's 90% off if you use our code ALGOBOX at the top there. Plus it helps out our tech support team, and hopefully we'll be able to get to a point where enough of you guys are using our code with them that we can do giveaways here on the live stream. We will be, by the way, doing giveaways of our 2-week free trial. That will be a paid trial in the future. However, we will be giving away codes for that. So if you want to come and hang out and participate with us, we'll be doing some pop-up giveaways during our live streams for our bootcamp sessions. But also, we'd love to be able to be doing bootcamp giveaways. I'm sorry, trader funding program giveaways as well, but we need more people using our code. Okay. So if you want to help us out with that, use our code ALGOBOX, and that'll get you 90% off and help the crew too. Makes sense? So super cheap on the eval, like literally chump change. You're going to spend more on coffee this month than it is to get an evaluation started. Now with Apex, there's an activation fee once you go live. Okay, here we go. Something just happened. 10:30. Did we have a news event that just came out? Let's listen into our news here. Something just lit. Let's see what our news guys say here. I'm just going to refresh just to make sure they're...
Official says all mines have been removed and all detonated from the Strait of Hormuz.
Okay, so Strait of Hormuz news.
Trump says Iran has been notified that any ship or boat placing new mines will be immediately and systematically destroyed.
Oh, did Trump just speak? Yeah, probably. Casey's like, we already know. That was a Trump-a-dump. Yeah. Here comes the Trump-a-dump. Yep.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
And Trump just further saying we're watching every square inch of the Strait of Hormuz.
So watching every square inch of the Strait of Hormuz. And our flock cameras soon will be also watching you. And if you know Vinny Emini, you know what I would tell you what to do with those flock cameras too. If you know what I mean. Hug them softly. Caress them gently. And definitely do not spray paint over the eyeglass. Do not destroy them in any way. Do not. Do not delete them from existence. No. Definitely don't do that.
Delta Shift NQ on the 5.
Delta Shift. All right, Delta Shift Super AO here at the top of the channel, and looking for, we'll grab a 35 tick bag right there, and that'll put me over 10K on the day. Can I get some 10K hype in the chat? Let's go. Super AO. Maybe type Super AO or 10K on the way to go. Let's go. Celebrate with me. Let's go.
You got this, baby. I know it's been crazy. You don't see me, it's exhausting. City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is popping. You keep making plans, babe, I'm sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love it when you talk. You don't matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not on. I know I can't let go without you near me. I'm holding on your tricks, got me 10 feet off the ground. Now I'm seeing how you play. ALGO box you turn.
Alrighty then, that's a beautiful day in the neighborhood right there. I tell you what, let me show you how to get started with the documentation if you are new. We'll do that too. Oh, that was fun. That was fun, yeah? That was pretty cool. Now, again, if you're new with us, so Mentorship Monday here, I was a little bit late yesterday, so I didn't really get to do the, the full like experience of Mentorship Monday with you guys a little bit there. But if you're new, you probably need to know how things work here. So there's a little video right here that will kind of just walk you through that. So if you don't mind, let me kind of give you that here real quick.
Our daily live streams start with Mentorship Mondays, where we bring you algorithmic trading, interactive mentoring, and your questions are answered live. Get hands-on learning with these quant trading tools engineered to give you an unfair edge over other traders who don't have ALGO box on their trade stations. Discover the power of predictive auto harmonics. Utilize trading robots to quantify and react even in fast market conditions. Learn all our quant trading strategies such as the DCDM, HMD, and the dynamic game-changing order flow system, the Alpha Omega. Empower your trading with Flowmaster's advanced real-time real-time audio and visual order flow analysis features. Detect the market movers' trading activity and take action with cutting-edge tools like AudioBox for live digital hit noise that audibly reveals the size and speed of the big players on the tape in real time. Use the Delta Flagging Pro to ready up your next precision entry and the Supreme Flow Master Enigma for unrivaled, actionable trade opportunities. Got questions? Get them answered live. Whether you're new to ALGO or an advanced trader, you'll gain valuable, unique takeaways in every live trading stream session. Dive into structured quant trading. Access our free trade room and free community tools. Test your knowledge in the ALGO Academy with tests and quizzes. Add the ALGO Edge to your trading arsenal and harness the power of our algorithmic strategies. Your success is our mission. Subscribe now and make every Monday a game changer with Mentorship Monday. See you on the stream. Download your 2-week free trial and use our community tools at algoboxpro.com.
Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let's see. We get the money gun. Don James gave us that awesome graphic there for the money gun there. Let's turn the audio box back on, and we're looking for some more plays. So that's a double bonus there this morning. So winner chicken dinner and bonus, and I couldn't help myself but slap at a pretty easy play back there for the Delta Shift Super AO, and grabbing a bag off of that one to kind of push that P&L right up over that that 10K. Oh, am I $100 away? All right, somewhere in here I got to smash $100. So if you haven't done so already, smash that like button here for me, the lucky like button, so that I can get that last $100 to get my 10K bag here. Looks like I'm just shy of 10K. Let me get the official number. Click on analysis summary. 9,892. I need $108. I need $108 to get to that 10K. So gonna need some help from you guys. So give me some lucky likes there, and it'll help you too. It's a blessing for all. Let's see. So Mentorship Mondays, we walk through and talk through some of that. Missed a little bit of it. Let's walk through a couple of things right here. Few windows here. I need to a little bit more organized to organize things a little better here for myself.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
There it is. Okay, I found it. All right. So if you're getting started there with us on a Mentorship Monday, we'll kind of talk about the kind of the general guidelines. Again, it's a general guideline. It is not a required thing like, oh, it's gonna take me 120 days to do this. No, this is just if you are absolutely brand new to the markets. Again, the markets are not a small thing to play with. You're coming in here playing with the big boys, and if you're wanting to take money off of their plate, which is kind of what our job is here, there's a competition going on, right? And they don't want you to win. Yeah, let's just be honest about where it goes. Okay, this is a zero-sum game, right? For somebody to gain, somebody else has to lose, and that's just the game. It's how it is. So I'm here to help you get to the peak of your game, right?
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 9.
So I have this laid out 40 40 40.
Delta Shift NQ on the 5.
You can speed this up. Everybody knows their own self, whether you need more or less time here. I think that everybody can fit in this. So this is kind of to the catering to the the easiest path is just, again, if you've got a full-time job and do other things, just kind of dedicate a little bit to it. 40 days or less. There's a video here walking through that. But if we're starting with the 120-day program, and then you hop into the 8-day boot camp to start, and it's not really 8 days. You can literally finish these. It's 8 videos now. Okay, and you just click on the link, watch them, get to town on them. Once we have the client portal there will be that walkthrough through them. And then there is the ALGO Academy, where you will make sure you've got everything locked in. Where's that? I have one for that. I thought I had it right here. That's okay, easy enough. We'll go ALGO Academy. So 40 questions here to ask yourself. Again, don't sweat having to go through an academy there. It's just visuals of, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? That type of thing. There's also an answer key. So if you want to go straight to the answer key, on it. It's right underneath this in the same section. But when you get down to the bottom of your training, you'll have the ALGO Box Academy. And of course, in the 8-day bootcamp, I talk about this on the very last day. Remember, it's 8 videos. So on day 5, 6, 7, and 8 is where I really get into the strategy. So if you've been around the markets for a long time and you just want to speed the process up, you already know the fundamentals of stuff, and you just want to go right to the meat, go to video number 5. Start with number 5, 6, 7, and 8. Learn the strategies to see if this is something that because you need to ask yourself, do you want to spend time on this system? Well, you want to know what those strategies are, or a lot of people want to start with the results. They're like, well, what are the results? Well, if you've seen my live streams, you kind of seen me do it. And now you're like, well, I don't know if I could do that. It seems like you had to work really fast on this stuff. That's because I'm trading in queue. I told you guys, if you're new, don't trade in queue. Once you have done this a while and you are, kind of, when you know everything, you don't need to be in this moment of like, oh, what is that thing again? But once you're past that and you just recognize things on the chart, what they are, then go to NQ. But in the meantime, give RTY a try. A little bit slower, and by a little bit, a lot slower. Okay, and if you want something almost as fast as NQ, but not as slow as RTY, if it's too slow for you, then go to the YM, go to the Dow. Okay, YM, the Dow is the other alternative there. That's still slower than NQ, but not as slow as RTY, and definitely not as slow as the ES. Okay, and you guys have seen me do that on our other YouTube channel for a long time. We did that for an entire 2 years there on the other channel. And we put in a lot of time around the RTY. I did that so that I could teach and train at the same time, because I thought that might... NQ moves so fast sometimes it's hard for me to walk you through what's happening or what's about to happen. RTY and the Dow, I had plenty of time to like, okay, here's the setup, here's what we're doing, here's what all that was. Because again, but on NQ, I could have like trade. Oh, a few seconds later, oh, here's another trade setup coming in and moving quickly. But again, you can slow it down and still trade things that are related to the nerd so that all of our tools still work the same. All the concepts work the same across the instruments that we trade. You can still apply them because remember, we use speed, and that's the psychology module over here that we talked about earlier. Right. So if you want to go into a specific topic, you saw us have some of those Super AOs there this morning. Okay, Super AO. Another good topic there. Titanic zones. We had those yesterday. I didn't have any Titanic zones set up there today. Maybe they did. Maybe I was gabbing away. So, I was like, I thought I had a tab open to the ALGO Box Academy. Okay, I did have one open to the Academy. It just wasn't at the top. There we go. The defense leg strategy. I do think you should check out the defense leg strategy. Okay, you need to know what happens when one of these events comes on the tape and how I approach it. Okay. Make sure you got the right equipment. I still think that you should make sure you at least get this keyboard. This is the Corsair K55 or K57 wireless edition, so that you have those hotkeys on the left-hand side, and we walk you through how to get those set up. If you type ! hotkeys in the chat, it will walk you through how to just get those programmed to our buys and sells, close and flatten, and auto break evens there for those keys on the hotkeys and getting your equipment set up. Other equipment that you'll have, I still think that you need to, let's duplicate this real quick. And let's go to, if we hit this little menu over here on the left, these are all the things that you'll learn. We have a syllabus if you want to just take a look at the syllabus of everything that we're going to cover. Sometimes people get overwhelmed when they see the syllabus, like, oh my goodness, that looks like too much. Let me tell you this. If your car is not hard for you to drive, then this won't be either. What do I mean by that? Your car dashboard and all the little buttons and whistles all over your car, there's more things going on with your car and your dashboard than there is with our system. Okay. Now, can you drive your car? Yes. Same thing here. You don't need to use everything all at once. There's going to be a moment in time when you need that thing, you reach over for it, right? When it starts to rain, you reach over and you click on the windshield wiper. You got one in the back. If you're, minivan like us, got 4 kids, so we're driving around in a minivan type of thing, and you need to turn stuff on the back or turn the kids, TVs on in the back or whatever. All those little buttons. It's harder to drive your car than just to drive our system. So just start there. We're going to walk you through the whole thing, how to install, how to get set up and all that. In day 1, we're going to talk about your chart layouts. Again, out of the box, we already get this set up for you. That tide, wave, ripple concept that we talked about earlier, tide, wave, then we filter, and then we execute large or small right here. It is that simple. Now here in the live stream, I'm only showing you, a single chart so that you're not overwhelmed with what we're doing here in the live stream. However, I would probably have a setup like this one right here. This is my recommended layout for anybody. And how do you get this set up? I still think that the perfect size for someone sitting at a normal distance from a screen to have everything on the screen, everything you need, nothing that you don't, is a 43-inch TV from Walmart, the cheapest one they've got. You don't need anything fancy, but a 43-inch 4K. Okay, it's right here, 43-inch 4K. Sitting there right in the front, and then flanked by some 27s vertically. This is the absolute ideal. What does this cost? This middle one, $115 for this middle one. You probably already have another monitor over here, so I'm going to assume this is free. If you're buying one more monitor, doesn't have to be anything fancy. If you're going to get something fancy, IPS. Okay. If you want to go out and spend a lot more money, but well, what about a monitor? Yes, you will literally spend 10 times more on a power monitor of this size versus a TV, and a TV will do just fine at 60 hertz refresh rate. Now, if you want to get fancy and get 120 hertz or more, absolutely. Do I have one that's more expensive? Yes. Do I have the super high refresh rate? Yes. Do you need it? No. It's an eye strain thing. And smoothness, you kind of get to a scenario where you like that. 3 chart layouts are cool. If you've got the 3 chart layout, you can do that if you're on a laptop, and as long as you got your phone off on the side, so you can put the Mac V Ultimate somewhere on the left, maybe have it on your phone, and you can do a 3 chart layout like this. Simple enough. There you go. There's a nice little laptop layout there for you if you need to travel. Kind of cool. All right. So yeah, we walk through all of this in the videos, so you don't have to go through all this documentation by yourself. That's boring. Okay. I don't know. It gets actually kind of exciting though. I like perusing here personally, but I'm a nerd. So anyhow, if you're not a nerd like me, go to the 8-day boot camp. We'll walk you all the way through. Don't forget, you got a few hours left. 13 hours left now to get in on our current offer. It'll go up $50 tonight at the midnight strike. I think George will be updating that for us on the website there. So it's going to be, I mean, the price is going up. So might want to grab that here tonight. If you're in our 2-week free trial though, you will get the Black Friday offer. So we always give you an opportunity to get in that Black Friday offer only during the trial. And of course, it will be a paid trial here soon. So get it while it's a 2-week free trial. And we may get the client portal out and up by Friday here this week. So I am expecting, that's the expectation, that we'll have that there. And of course, you'll get grandfathered into that if you are coming through right now. And if you don't want to have to deal with the paid trial thing, you'd like to just get in on it, lock it in today before the little countdown there expires. Also, Apex, theirs has, I think they have 2 days left on that 90% off. So use code ALGOBOX, get you some evaluation accounts over there. Don't forget, Apex is also the one that allows you to do up to 20 accounts at the same time on a trade copy. It's crazy, amazing. And you don't have to worry about them paying out, right? They're the big guys. So hopefully that's helpful to you. We will give you some other details of the other ones that we are suggesting that are compatible with AlgoBox and all that kind of fun stuff there in our chat. Trade Day is good. Tradeify, also another good one there, and Apex, of course. All right. Did I miss any questions? Last call for questions there. Made over $800. Awesome. Great job, ASF. New guy. There's a new guy with a question in the Discord. Okay, I'll get the questions answered in the Discord. Let's see. What all can we trade exactly here? You can trade anything you have a data feed for. Yes, even crypto. If you do, we don't really talk about it too much here, but there are people using it. You can, if you get the data feed from NinjaTrader or Trade-of-8, connect it to NinjaTrader, and all the same R2FA and structures, because those markets are guided by the same principles of fear and greed, and the same players and player types are on the screens there. You can also trade stocks. AlgoBox for stocks. You can, if you get a stocks data feed, connect it to NinjaTrader. You'll need to go to ninjatrader.com and see their compatible brokers for stocks, but stocks, AlgoBox for stocks. There's also there's new futures contracts coming for stocks. That's pretty cool. So anything you have a data feed for can be worked with and used with AlgoBox. So once you have the tools and the rules, you don't need me. Isn't that fun? So you don't need the Vinny Emini talking at you, blah blah blah. You don't need me as your guide. But if you want me as a guide, we are there. But you can do it too. Just click the buttons and yeah, walk it through. Last question there. Anybody else have one? I think I saw one more question. Trades made up for yesterday. Awesome. Good stuff. Good morning. Let's see. Let me scroll back here. Did I miss any other questions? I don't think I saw it. There's your course work and information there as well. Thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget, this might be the last one you see publicly, and we'll be inside of our client portal here very soon. You guys rock. Hey. Hey, I've got a message for you though. Don't go. This is really cool. Let me play this through here for you. I'll see you in the next one.
The old adage where, you know, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, you know, more money and better opportunity, I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Delta 5 billion. Long, look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up, running down on a freeze. Order filled. Target filled.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 38. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 5.